Howdy, howdy. TzuDevil here, and welcome to the final match in the three-match series against Zardar Total Warrior. The match is tied up 1-1. We won against the Empire, lost against the Greenskins. Now we have the rubber match, and we're facing the Dowi's toughest opponent, the Beastmen. For my army, I've brought a front line of Longbeards with one chevron. And I also brought the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass, and I put my Dragonback Slayers on this side just in case I can get some synergy with them with the fire damage. I have in the back a unit of Hammers with one chevron, and otherwise I just have Bugman's Rangers protecting my back line on both sides, along with a group of Slayers and the Dragonback Slayers on this side, and of course I have a group of Hammers for some armor piercing, and I also have a Lord. And my Lord has the Banner of Lost Holds, plus 5 melee attack, plus 6% weapon damage. For the rest of my armies, I do have an Air Force. I have 2 gyrocopters with brimstone guns for their armor piercing. And I have 2 gyrocopters with a more normal steam gun, so I can take out their low armor targets. For Zardar's army, he has brought some beef up front. He's got 4 units of the Bestigor Horde, each with one chevron, 2 with 2 chevrons. These guys are going to be very difficult to deal with. Armor piercing, and they're just got a great charge bonus. They're a really good unit. On his flanks, he has a Razorgore chariot here, another Razorgore chariot. He has a Beast Lord on a chariot, some regular Razorgores, I believe. Yeah, Razorgore Herd, and he's got a Brave Shaman of Shadows on this side and a Gorbil. He's got 2 units of Ungor Raiders for some missile, and he has on this far side a group of Chaos Warhounds with poison. So without further ado, we'll get it started. I'm going to bring my gyrocopters with brimstone guns and try and knock down his Beast Lord as quickly as I can. And I'm going to bring in my regular gyrocopters to try and knock out his Ungor Raiders. I don't know if this was the best use of my gyros. I just wanted to get these guys off the battlefield and to whittle down his Beast Lord. I think I should have gone to his Bestigor herds. I know that they're anti-large, but I wonder if I'm going to get off some bombs here. It is really hard to hit with the bombs, but it's easy to get these guys routing, so I wanted to get my bombing run off, and I wanted to get these guys routing and get moving forward as quickly as possible. So I'm going to keep chasing down his Beast Lord and keep whittling him down. I tried to stay behind the trees just in case he had Cygors, but obviously he doesn't have any, and as soon as he gets into range, I'm going to get my Bugman's Rangers shooting into his Bestigors, and these Bugman's Rangers shooting into his Razorgore chariots. I haven't seen these Chaos Warhounds yet. I've got his unit of Ungor Raiders routing there, and I've got starting to get some shots into the Razorgore chariot. I'll get my Slayers moving very shortly. And I think I missed the counter charge here with my frontline troops, unfortunately. I'm okay on this side, and he does come in, and they do have charge defense against large, which is good, but I missed a counter charge here. I'm going to get my Slayers in here right away. I want to pin down that Razorgore chariot and get it gone. I make an early mistake here. I should have taken my gyrocopters and killed these Ungor Raiders, because they are just getting free shots on my Slayers. My Slayers are demolishing these Razorgores, and my Bugman's Rangers are doing a good job on them too. We're going to get them routing pretty quickly. I sent my Hammers in. I want to send them near my Lord so I get that plus 5 melee attack buff, and they can get onto the Bestigor herd. I see these Chaos Warhounds. I can accept the charge from these guys. Bugman's Rangers are plenty powerful enough to get into melee, and you'll see those Warhounds, even with poison, my Bugman's Rangers are going to do okay against them, but he is collapsing me on this side. I got the Dragonback Slayers on his Razorgore chariot, and I'm doing fine there, but he's got Bestigors on this side, and he's already collapsing these Longbeards. These 2 Bestigors are going to come through. I've got my gyrocopters still shooting on his Lord units. I think I should have put them on those Bestigor herds, because they are going to be a real problem. I do not want Slayers fighting Bestigors. I've got his Chaos Warhounds gone and his Razorgore chariot. He should have actually gone this way with that ability and killed a bunch of my troops. We were talking about it after the battle. I've got these Razorgore chariots routing. I'm going to bring them. I'm going to have to bring my Slayers back to fight, but these guys are still shooting. I'm trying to shoot into the back of these Bestigor herds to get them to rout. On this side, he's basically collapsed my Bugman's Rangers with these Bestigors. I'm bringing in my Gyrocopters with Brimstone guns now. I want to get some bombs off on these Bestigors and try to start at least getting some damage onto them. They're taking out my Dragonback Slayers. I've got nothing I can do. This is a horrible engagement for me, but there's nowhere else for me to be. The Bestigors, I didn't deal with them early, and now I can't deal with them with any of my troops at this point in a meaningful way. I'm doing okay on this side because I do have my hammers. I have been working on this Bestigor herd. I'm going to get that Razorgore Chariot routing again and chase them off with my Slayers to make sure they keep going and re-engage my Bugman Rangers. But my right flank has collapsed. My left flank is still in decent shape, but these guys are still getting free shots. I mean, this is a 350 gold unit. It's just gets free shots all game. It bugs me to see it. So he's going to win this engagement against the Longbeards with these Bestigors. These Bestigors are extremely good. I got my Hammerers here fighting against the Gorbel, which is decent engagement for me. I'm getting my Lord in there with because I want my Lord to go after the Bestigor and the Longbeards because I want to try and DPS him down as quickly as I can. I'm going to turn my Bugman's Rangers onto these Ungor Raiders and finally realize I got my Gyrocopter one shot and I'm getting these guys ready to rout. 2 shots and they would have been routing. I mean, this is a big mistake to leave those guys go. The Bestigors have gotten rid of my Longbeards, and now they're going to go in for these Longbeards and my Lord, which fortunately allows me to shoot with my Bugman's Rangers on this side, and I've been able to shoot into these Ungor Raiders and get rid of them, but we still got a huge group of Bestigors here that killed my Dragonback Slayers. We got a good group here, a decent group of Bestigors here, and a group here. So I've managed to chase off some of his leadership. Everyone's routing, and it's just a kind of a complete brawl. But I have to stop these Bestigors, so I'm going to charge in my Gyrocopters. I've used all my bombs, so I just need to stop them and pin them in place to try and get shots off with my Bugman's Rangers. I think I'm going to bring in I'd get some, well, maybe I'm going to get some more shots with this Gyrocopter, or I think I might get rid of these guys. Yeah, I just want to make sure these guys keep going. Because I'm in real trouble here. Obviously, these Bestigors, I cannot deal with them with anything I have left on the battlefield. My Hammers have now been routed. My Lord's in really good shape, but that's about it. So I'm going to bring him back. He's collapsing on my Gyros with his Bestigors, and I'm using my Bugman's Rangers to shoot in here to get as much damage as I can. He's going to see that. He's going to send his Gorbel over. I'm going to send my Gyros in again for a charge. I want to try and get enough DPS on these guys to get them to rout. So I'm going to send my Lord in here as well. He's got Malakos Mystify Miasma. He's going to come in and charge my Bugman's Rangers, which isn't really a big deal, but he's going to charge through again with the Bray Shaman. I do believe I forgot my damn Slayers over here. I'm going to see that, and I'm going to bring them over here shortly. But that was another big mistake. My Hammers are rallying, so I'm going to bring them back in to fight with the Bestigors. I'm still shooting in with what remaining ammo I have left. I don't have any ammo left on this Gyrocopter, so I'm going to try and get a rear charge to get one of these guys routing. And I'm going to see my Slayers here sooner or later and bring them in. But I've got my Lord charging in, and he's going to get rid of these Hammers really quick. I'm just, again, going in with my Gyrocopter to try and slow him down, to try and get as much damage as I can. I've finally seen my Slayers, and I'm going to bring them in. Everything's routing for me. I've got my Lord and a Gyrocopter and my Slayers who are unbreakable, and I don't know if these Bugman Rangers are going to come back. They're routing, and he's gotten rid of my Gyrocopters here. They're completely gone. My Slayers are going to come back. He's pulling in his leadership on this side. I managed to rout these guys, and I'm going to send my Lord back here, but my Gyrocopter's getting ready to rout as well. So I'm sending my Slayers. My Bugman's Rangers fortunately have rallied, and now I just got to get some of his units off the field. We're down to almost nobody. We got routing troops everywhere, and we're just fighting in the pits. And I got my Lord trying to get after his Gorbel, and my Gyrocopter's routing, so I'm trying to get my Slayers after that Gorbel as well. I'm going to get my Bugman's Rangers shooting at the Gorbel. I just want to get him routing so that and these Bestigors, I mean, Slayers can't fight Bestigors, so I'm going to take a few shots at this Spray Shaman of Shadows, but he's just going to send my guys to the Shadow Realm. I can't stand up to that charge at this point, and all I have is basically Lord is healthy and my Slayers are okay. I just have to get enough damage, and he's got another unit of Bestigors coming back here. I just have to get enough damage to get these guys routing. I'm going to bring my gyrocopter back here very shortly, try and get a rear charge onto this Gorbel, and I have managed to get this Bestigor herd routing, or very, very close. They're wavering, but he's got 2 more units of Bestigors on the way in. My Slayers are going to keep fighting. I want to get that rear charge on the Gorbel and get a shot in so I can get him routing, and I do. They're really critical. I get his Gorbel routing, and I start chasing him off the field. My Lord's still in good shape. Everyone starts to route here, and I really only have to get his Bray Shaman. So I'm going to try and chase these guys off a little bit with my gyrocopter and my Slayers. Then I'm going to notice his Bray Shaman and send my gyrocopters back here to charge that Bray Shaman, because I can't catch him with anything else. I don't know if these guys are going to pull back, but I've got basically just a few Slayers, 1 gyrocopter, and my Lord. I'm chasing off this Bray Shaman. I just got to hit him a few times. I just got to get him routing, and there he goes. I think we've got 2 more freaking units of Bestigors that came back at this point. I've got this guy shattered, for goodness sake, and I'm chasing this guy down. Everyone shatters, and we win. Oh my God, what a close fight. 1 gyrocopter, a few Slayers of my Lord, and he just beat the brakes off us in the front line. And we're going to look at these numbers. They're ridiculous. So his Bestigor's got 102 kills, 137, 69, and 97. I just was not properly prepared for those Bestigors, and they beat the brakes off me. That's why I should have sent my gyros, my 2 gyros with armor piercing, at least into 2 of these units to try and whittle them down before they got into my line, and then waited until they engaged and then bombed them so I could get them routing. And I should have used my other gyrocopters. I got 1 unit of his Ungor Raiders off, but this one got 21 kills, and it was against Slayers and Bugman's Rangers. Had I got that other one off very quickly, I could have refocused my other gyrocopters. They made that 63 and 58 kills, which is pretty good numbers, and they were good at the end of the battle, but this 21 kills for this Ungor Raider is inexcusable. I was able to control his chariots. The Slayers did a good job on them. I was using my Bugman's Rangers where I could against them. These Chaos Warhounds did nothing against my Bugman's Rangers. Like, Bugman's Rangers are actually quite good in melee against low-level troops like this, and a Razorgore herd, again, didn't do a whole lot. But these Bestigors, man, oh man. And my front line just did not hold out. We had 14 kills, 13, 14, and 0 with my Longbeards, and 9 with my Warriors of Dragonfire Pass. Our Hammers did get 77, but, I mean, they only got more kills than 1 unit of Bestigors, who got 69. I mean, we really got crushed in that frontline engagement. My Lord got 13. He was very healthy. He was obviously trying to stay away from my Lord and pick off all my troops and just get army losses to kick in at the end of the fight. You know, so it was just a knockdown, drag-out, bloody brawl against Bestigors in that front line. And, yeah, his Bray Shaman got 35. His Gorbel got 37. Good fight. You know, good series. 3 good battles. And the Dowie come out victorious in the end, but it was by the skin of our teeth. It was very, very close. With that said, we had a great time shooting with Zardar, Total Warrior. If you haven't gone to his channel and subscribed, get over there, subscribe, say hi from TzuDevil. And he has lots of great content similar to mine in that he does legendary Let's Plays, and they're really good. He does online battles. The one thing that he does that which is really neat is he does kind of cinematic videos to music, which is really fantastic. Very fun to work with, and we had a great time. We had a blast in our 2v2, and this battle was so close. You know, it's a bit heartbreaking to end that way, I suppose, but would you want it any other way? To be really, really close for the last battle. Really good fun was had, and I enjoyed every fight. So I hope you guys also enjoyed the series. Hope you enjoyed the Dowie fighting hard and me trying a few different builds. And you know, I think out of the series, they were good fights. I am happy that I was able to defeat the Beastmen. I mean, I made a lot of mistakes in that fight, but he also did too. I mean, he had like a, not a wind blast, but you know, that big giant sickle that goes down the line. If he would have put it down my line instead, he would have knocked out all my longbeards in one fell swoop. So, I mean, mistakes were made, but it was a really fun fight. So, yeah, again, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, definitely make some comments down below. I'm looking to work with more YouTubers. This is so fun. Have such a blast. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you thought. And that's about all I have to say. So have a good one. I'll see you soon.